Hello. What I'm working on here today is for anybody that has a Nintendo Versus system. You don't have the original Nintendo light guns that are hard to find, hard to get. Alright, so with that said, you see this transistor here where it says BCE? You're going to remove that. You can cut it off, desolder it. I like to, desolder my stuff so that way if I ever want to, make it work again, I can. Anyways, so you've got this blue wire that runs in here. So, and that runs in and comes into this second pin up here. What you're going to do is you're going to put a small piece of wire, you're going to solder it to that second lead from the bottom here, and you're going to reattach it to this pin here where the transistor went. And then that's going to allow you to use the Nintendo zapper on a Nintendo Versus system. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go down on the end of your zapper, you're going to cut your plug end off, and then what you're going to have is, let's get some light here, you're going to see these colored wires. So you're going to have white, purple, sorry, there we go, you're going to have white, purple, brown, and blue. And you don't have to solder them in to an edge connector like this. I had an old Suzo Hap gun laying around, so I just used the end connector off of it. But with that said, your white wire coming from your Nintendo Zapper harness, it's going to go in, and you're going to tie that in, and it's going to run to your coin light mechanism harness here. You're going to plug it in to the orange section of the Molex connector. That is your 5 volts. Okay, that's going to supply the 5 volts to your NES Zapper gun. And then your purple wire is going to run up and it's going to plug into your harness. This is another thing here. If you don't have the original NES, or not the NES, but the original Nintendo Versus plug-in for the light gun, you can do it this way. But anyways, you're going to take that, your purple wire is going to run in to your second player harness here. It's a 15 pin Molex connector here. Anyway, so you're going to attach that white one to your brown wire here from your control panel. And then your brown wire down here, that is your ground. You're going to take that wire and you're going to run it up here and you're going to plug it in to this top black one here off of your control panel harness. Okay, and then your blue wire coming from your gun is your hit detection signal. Okay, that's going to run around and that is going to plug in to the back side of your harness, going to the red wire here on the bottom. Okay, and I may have said this wrong, so let's just make sure you guys understand this. I know this video is getting long. Okay, so that purple wire is your trigger signal. Okay, but anyways, with that said, if you follow this configuration and you mod your zapper, like I said, you're going to be able to play. One other thing that you're going to have to do is, if you're running an original Nintendo VS system, setup, one thing you're going to have to do is your alarm is going to sound without the original harness for your light gun. So what you have to do is you have to go in underneath your control panel, and the cherry switch that activates the up signal that will, you're basically going to have to take it from, oh shoot, of course I don't have one for you to look at. But anyways, your micro cherry switch has 3 connectors on it. Your top one is a ground, your center one is a standard connection, so when you engage, you know, you get the action that you want. And then the bottom one is like a common. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take that middle one, when they're like this plugged in, you're going to take that middle one, disconnect it, and put it onto the bottom section. And what that's going to do is that's going to essentially, I don't want to say short the ground, but that's basically what it does. It basically shorts the alarm system so your alarm doesn't sound. So anyways, like I said, you know, this is one that I've already modded, so let's turn that light off. And they actually work quite well. There's a guy on eBay selling a converter board for 30 bucks plus shipping, but you really don't need it. I mean, it's cool, it's nice, but you don't need it. You can just basically go this route with it. Hopefully I'll make a little more in-depth, comprehensive video on this. This is just on the fly, trying to give you guys a little bit better heads up on how you can actually mod an NES zapper. Have a good day.